The dormant volcano casts a long shadow over the thick redwood forests of Northern California. And from out of the darkness, a man emerges revealing a deadly secret he says he's kept for a quarter century.
Somebody lost their life. It was murder.
Brian Keith Hawkins says for nearly 25 years he's been living with a cold-blooded killer. Himself.
This has to be the right thing. I'm going to turn myself in next door at the Sheriff's Department for a crime I was involved in years ago.
But before he turns himself in, he gives this stunning murder confession exclusively to our Redding, California affiliate, KRCR. He's wearing camo pants, shedding tears, grasping a can of pop, likely his last sips as a free man.
Absolutely horrible every day. Almost every minute of every day has been a nightmare.
The nightmare began in 1993 when a 19-year-old named Frank McAlister vanished. His car was found abandoned in a store parking lot. Cops say there was so much blood inside, it was obvious that foul play was involved. A year later, a hiker found Frank's remains near a lake in Shasta County.
It's kind of weird. Frank never even got to have a life, and neither did I.
So what does Hawkins claim led up to the murder of the teenager?
Somebody came up with an idea, or whatever you want to call it. They knew him. It wasn't my idea.
Redding police say that somebody is an oddball character named Curtis Culver. Cops allege Curtis, his sister Shanna, along with Hawkins, conspired to lure Frank to a place called Shingletown to rob him and then buy meth. The cops say Hawkins and Curtis stabbed Frank to death and dumped his body in the woods. Investigators have long believed the Culvers were the last people to see Frank alive, but they've always denied any involvement in his disappearance. So why now? Why is Hawkins finally coming forward?
God and Christ, these things that have happened throughout my whole life since then, for over 25 years, have pushed me to do the right thing. I know the wrong can't be changed, but this is as close as I can come to doing the right thing.
Hawkins also got a gentle push to come clean from the first person he revealed his secret to, neighbor Tony Trapasso.
He says, you know, I've done something terrible, and it was just eating at him. Both my wife and I were like, wow, you know, because we didn't expect this in a million years. And he wanted to be sure he said his piece, and it got out there.
So Trapasso called his granddaughter, who happened to be KRCR reporter Courtney Kreider, and then he drove the confessed killer to the TV station. As for the victim's family, Hawkins claims he's tried to contact them as well.
Talked to him several times and told him I was going to make it there so I can tell him what happened, because I wanted his forgiveness. By the time I got down there, his father passed away.
After that emotional interview with KRCR, Hawkins finished his soda pop, stubbed out a cigar, and turned himself in. When Hawkins and Curtis Culver appeared in court, their defense lawyers entered not guilty pleas. The now 46-year-old Shanna is in juvenile court because she was 17 at the time of the alleged killing. Prosecutors want to charge her as an adult, but she and her brother are denying any involvement in Frank's violent death. As for Hawkins, he's charged with murder, robbery, and lying in wait. If what he claims is true, then a very cold case may finally be solved.
I've been through hell my whole life because of this.
We were teenagers, and now I'm 44 and still haven't even had a life. And now probably most likely won't anyways.
I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.